Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. Take a look. Don't... to check inside the... I don't claim... Take a look. I'll take my leave then. Have you met my father? He's a steward up at Dragon's Reach.
You see? The terminology is clearly First Era or even earlier. I'm convinced this is a copy of a much older text.
We've got nothing to talk about.
Perhaps dating to just after the...
Ah, the Dragonstone of Bleak Falls Barrow. Seems you are a cut above the usual brutes the Jarl sends my way. You'll have to see the Jarl about that. Maybe his steward Avenici. I'm sure one of them will pay you appropriately. My associate here will be pleased to see your handiwork. She discovered its location by means she has so far declined to share with me.
So your information was correct after all. And we have our friend here to thank for recovering it for us.
You went into Bleak Falls Barrow and got that? Nice work. Just send me a copy when you've deciphered it.
Farengar, you need to come at once. A dragon is sighted nearby. You should come too.
A dragon? How exciting. Where was it seen? What was it doing?
I'd take this a bit more seriously if I were you. If a dragon decides to attack Whiterun. I don't know if we can stop it. Let's go.
Brigands I can handle.
Oh, that's right. Dragons? We saw it coming from the south. It was fast. Faster than anything I've ever seen.
Not now. What did it do? Is it attacking the watchtower?
No, my lord. It was just circling overhead when I left. I never ran so fast in my life. I thought it would come after me, for sure.
Good work, son. We'll take it from here. Head down to the barracks for some food and rest. You've earned it. Irileth, you'd better gather some guardsmen and get down there.
I've already ordered my men to muster near the main gate.
Good. Don't fail me. There's no time to stand on ceremony, my friend. I need your help again. I want you to go with Irileth and help her fight this dragon. You survived Helgen, so you have more experience with dragons than anyone else here. But I haven't forgotten the service you did for me in retrieving the Dragon Stone for Farengar. As a token of my esteem, I have instructed Avenici that you are now permitted to purchase property in the city. And please, accept this gift from my personal armory.
I should come along. I would very much like to see this dragon.
No, I can't afford to risk both of you. I need you here working on ways to defend the city against these dragons.
As you command.
One last thing, Irileth. This isn't a death or glory mission. I need to know what we're dealing with.
Don't worry, my lord. I'm the very soul of caution.
The gods in Dragonreach say you've aided the Jarl on behalf of Whitefire. Thank you.
Trust in me, Whiterun. You have come. You have come to hear the word of Talos. Hello, my friend. If you seek knowledge about mighty Talos, you have most certainly come to the right person. In mortal life, Talos was a Nord, possessed of unmatched tactical skill, limitless wisdom, and the power to see into men's hearts. Talos mastered the power of the voice, and with it he united the lands of men into a great empire. In southern lands, he was known by the name Tiber Septim. Here in Skyrim, we honor him by his proper Nord name. So great was his reign in life. When he ascended to the heavens, he was made Lord of the Divines. If you want to know more, I'm sure you can find any number of tomes on the subject. Because the so-called Emperor is a coward. That's right, I said coward! Oh yes, he agreed to banish the worship of Talos at the tip of an Aldmeri sword. They called it the White Gold Concordat. Well, I call it blasphemy. A true son of the Empire would never have turned his back on our greatest hero. Not at any price. Well, let me tell you something, friend. Cyrodiil is a long way from here, and in Skyrim, we will never forsake mighty Talos. Let them come! I have no fear, for Talos is my ally, and I am his prophet. His word is upon my lips, his voice in my throat. Terrible and powerful Talos, we, your unworthy servants, give praise, for only through your grace and benevolence may we...
Everything's all right?
No signs of any dragon right now. But it sure looks like he's been here. I know it looks bad, but we've got to figure out what happened. And if that dragon is still skulking around somewhere. Spread out and look for survivors. We need to know what's the deal.
Somewhere. Rocky and Todd just got grabbed when they tried to make a run for it. Kinneret, save us. Here he comes again.
Here he comes. Break out and make every arrow count.
Well, another maggot to squash. I can't believe it. You're Dragonborn. In the very oldest tales, back from when there were still dragons in Skyrim, the Dragonborn would slay dragons and steal their power. That's what you did, isn't it? Absorb the dragon's power. Well, you can shout now. You couldn't before, right? That can only mean one thing. You must be Dragonborn.
Dragonborn? What are you talking about?
That's right. My grandfather used to tell stories about the Dragonborn. Those born with the dragon blood in them. Like old Tiber Septim himself.
I've never heard of Tiber Septim killing any dragons.
That was the hairiest fight I've ever been in. And I've been in more than a few. I don't know about this Dragonborn
But the
business,
old tales
but
tell
I'm
of the
sure glad
Dragonborn
you're
who
with
could
us.
kill dragons and
You
steal
better
their
get back
power.
to Whiterun
You
right
must
away.
be one.
Jarl Balgruuf will want to know what happened here.
Be awfully quiet.
We're causing no trouble. All we ask is to look for her. We will be back. This is not over.
You there. We're looking for someone in Whiterun. We will pay good money for information. A woman, a foreigner in these lands. Redguard, like us. She is likely not using her true name. We will pay for any information regarding her location. We are not welcome here in Whiterun, so we will be in Rorikstead if you learn anything. It's none of your concern. All you need to know is that we're paying for information. If that doesn't interest you, feel free to walk away. She cannot hide from us forever.
Greymane or Battleborn? Got stones in your ears? I asked what side you're on. Greymane or Battleborn? New in town, huh? Whiterun's got two clans, both old and both respected. Difference is, the Greymanes turned their backs on the Empire, and we Battleborn stayed loyal. So I'll ask again, Greymane or Battleborn? Sooner or later, we all have to choose a side. Long live the Empire.
Once I've made enough money trading with the Khajiit caravans, I'm going to buy the bannered mare from Hulda. Before my ma and Da passed, I told them that one day, I'd become the best trader in Skyrim. I met one of the caravan leaders, Madran. He said he'd help me get started if I could bring him a mammoth's tusk. Easier said than done. You'd do that? If you find one, I could teach you a thing or two about trading. Help you get a fair bargain in the future? Farewell.
Yes?
Ah, these men, you did it. You killed the dragon.
Your children! Your
There's been talk amongst the guards that you are Dragonborn. That such a thing.
Good. You're finally here. The Jarl's been waiting for you.
So what happened at the watchtower? Was the dragon there? I knew I could count on Irileth, but there must be more to it than that. So it's true. The Greybeards really were summoning you. Masters of the Way of the Voice. They live in seclusion high on the slopes of the throat of the world. The Dragonborn is said to be uniquely gifted in the voice, the ability to focus your vital essence into a thum, or shout. If you really are Dragonborn, they can teach you how to use your gift. You heard the summons. What else could it mean? The Greybeards.
Didn't you hear the thundering sound as you returned to Whiterun? That was the voice of the Greybeards, summoning you to High Hrothgar. This hasn't happened in centuries, at least. Not since Tiber Septim himself was summoned when he was still Talos of Atmora.
Rungar, calm yourself. What does any of this Nord nonsense have to do with our friend here? Capable as he may be, I don't see any signs of him being this, Dragonborn.
Nord nonsense? Why, you puffed up ignorant. These are our sacred traditions that go back to the founding of the First Empire.
Hrongar, don't be so hard on Avenici.
I meant no disrespect, of course. It's just that, what do these Greybeards want with him?
That's the Greybeards' business, not ours. Whatever happened when you killed that dragon, it revealed something in you, and the Greybeards heard it. If they think you're Dragonborn, who are we to argue? You'd better get up to High Hrothgar immediately. There's no refusing the summons of the Greybeards. It's a tremendous honor. I envy you, you know, to climb the 7,000 steps again. I made the pilgrimage once. Did you know that? High Hrothgar is a very peaceful place. Very disconnected from the troubles of this world. I wonder that the Greybeards even notice what's going on down here. They haven't seemed to care before. No matter. Go to High Hrothgar. Learn what the Greybeards can teach you. You've done a great service for me and my city, Dragonborn. By my right as Jarl, I name you Thane of Whiterun. It's the greatest honor that's within my power to grant. I assign you Lydia as a personal housecarl, and this weapon from my armory to serve as your badge of office. I'll also notify my guards of your new title. Wouldn't want them to think you're part of the common rabble, now would we? We are honored to have you as Thane of our city, Dragonborn. Back to business, Proventus. We still have a city to defend.
Yes, my lord.
Come to Dragon's Reach to discuss the ongoing hostilities, like the rest of the great warriors? Ah, a student of the craft. You'll need to start by learning an enchantment. Take an enchanted weapon or piece of armor, then use the arcane enchanter to learn its secrets. The item is destroyed in the process, so be wary. Once you know an enchantment, you'll need a filled soul gem and something to enchant. You'll use the arcane enchanter for that too. Of course, I have everything you need for sale if you have the coin. Take a look.
You know, if you've got the aptitude, you should join the Mages College in Winterhold.
The Jarl has appointed me to be your housecarl. It's an honor to serve you. The Jarl has recognized you as a person of great importance in the Hold. A hero. The title of Thane is an honor, a gift for your service. Guards will know to look the other way if you tell them who you are. As my Thane, I'm sworn to your service. I'll guard you and all you own with my life. Lead the way.
Avelstein Gr- The cold, frightening truth is that the Empire represents progress. Anyone who fears progress is a coward.
Why? Who says I have to be? Skyforge steel is my art and honor. The companions need the best, so they come to me.
What? I'm all ears.
I don't claim to be the best blacksmith in Whiterun. Jorland Greymane's got that honor. Man's steel is legendary. All I ask is a fair chance.
I work with my mother. Did you know there are some fruits that actually grow better in the cold weather?
I ain't done nothing. What? Why are you looking? Only if I can help it. But damn if I ain't almost sober. Hey, in the Bannered Mare, there's this bottle of Argonian ale. The good stuff. Get it for me. They won't even know it's gone. Come on. Argonian ale. I can almost taste it. Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart. Sure, whatever.
I'll be sure to bring some back for you next time.
Well met, Traveler. What brings you to Whiterun?
Truly?
By sure, this city could use more like you. Best head up to Dragon's Reach then, and see the Jarl. He's Lord of Whiterun, and can set you on the path. May your sword be sharp.
Once I've made enough money, trade about the same as way I hear it. Elsewhere ain't nothing like Skyrim. Yeah, it's got to be tough. Worst thing is, nobody wants them in the cities. Nobody trusts them.
I used to be an
Farewell.
adventurer like you. Then I took an arrow in the knee.
Tired of bread and stew? Had enough of fish and fowl? Treat yourself and your kin to a choice cut of the finest cuts, fresh from the wilds. Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing. Good hunting.
Bits and baubles for sale. All trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing. You take care of yourself now.
Ripe fruit and fresh vegetables for sale.
Chops and steaks fit for a Jarl. Come and see my selection of the finest quality meats.
Bits and baubles for sale.
Oh, life's hard enough with all these men propositioning me. But that bard Mikhail is begging for a dagger up against his throat, the way he goes on about me. I heard him boasting at the Bannered Mare, saying he'll conquer me as a true Nord conquers any harsh beast. Huh! If you want to try, go right ahead. I don't think anything will get through that thick skull of his, though. Remember, fresh fruit and vegetables every day.
Ship, my dear. We've never had
You know what's wrong with Skyrim these days? Everyone is obsessed with death.
I spend a lot of time at the market stall so I can learn the merchant's trade. I need... experience if I'm going to run an errand.
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
The guards in this city are all lazy and undisciplined.
If it's a lady you're looking for, you best look elsewhere.
Think you
Once
can go
Mikhail
blade to blade with me? You'd be dead in 6 seconds. And why not? I could beat anyone in this city, barehanded. 100 gold says I knock your hide to the ground.
Say, dear?
Just fists. No weapons, no magic, no crying. Let's go. Come. Never should have come here.
Seconds on the big one.
That's your best, huh? God, no!
This is an ode to Skyrim's astonishment.
Do something!
Now that's what I call a punch. You got me. You're no liar. Best fight I've had in years. There you are. You're someone who can get things done. I like that. You've been talking to those companions? Too hot-headed, they cried. Weak, pathetic cowards, the lot of them. It wasn't my fault. I told them over and over that it was an accident. They wanted me to prove my worth. So they threw me up against a young whelp of a lad, hardly old enough to grow his first chin hairs. I guess I thought a woman wasn't strong enough to hurt him. I didn't mean for him to die. Why would I want that? I just lost control. Good. Chat time's over.
If it's work you need, how about shopping up some drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry? Need anything else? Just let me know.
Carlotta put you up to this, didn't she? I'm sorry, but that fiery widow is mine. She just doesn't know it yet. Maybe you're right. I guess I just didn't want anyone to think I couldn't handle one of those. On my honor, I won't bother Carlotta ever again. Some parting advice? Women love sonnets.
What do you need, handsome? Depends. Are you thirsty? Hungry? Both. It's been a pleasure.
Foolish old woman. You... Nothing of our struggles, our suffering. Old friend, patron of the great clan Battleborn.
Nothing.
A
Bits
name
and
I'm
baubles
sure
for
you
sale.
know
All
well.
crafted
Your son
by the
chose
best
his side and
blacksmiths
he chose
of
poorly.
Scotland.
Damn those Greymanes to oblivion. They
I'm
want to
as
back
much
the
a
side
North
cloaks. They'll get what's
money,
coming to
you
them.
laggard. What else? It always comes down to coin. The Greymanes have deep roots in Whiterun, but so do we. Difference is, we're rich. And Vignar hates it. Oh, and they hate it too. All their big talk of pride and honor. What have they got to show for it? Beggars' rags and stale bread. We've got the same pride, same honor, and we've got wealth. No wonder they envy us.
Charge double for those and still sell them all within a week.
Just one more thing the Greymanes want to blame on others. It's not my fault they turned their backs on the Empire, or their mule of a son raised arms against it. And yet, they want to heap the fault on my family's good name?
You can spend it on drinks at the Bannered Mare. If it's food you need, ask for that instead.
Do you believe
I'll find a more charitable
Ripe fruit and fresh vegetables for sale. Really? You convinced that loot player to stop chasing me? I'd thank the gods, but I'll settle for thanking you. Here's some coin for your help.
He died a storm-cloaked traitor, and you best keep your mouth.
Remember, fresh fruit and vegetables every day.
Come on, father. There's
I
nothing.
miss the days when the Greymanes and Battleborns got along. Ever since the war started, we've been at each other's throats.
Do you get to the Cloud District very often? Oh, what am I saying?
Are you
Of
still
course you
working
don't.
at the Bannered Mare in the evenings, Olfina?